Welcome to this new episode. The frequency of now. And now we are relaxed. Now we are confident. Maybe you're working, you're studying, doing all kinds of chores. Doesn't really matter. Right now you're gonna escape to the dream world, where anything is possible. The expected and the unexpected. So welcome home, weary traveler, after your long journey. Welcome home to yourself, and welcome home to the frequency of now. Oh, we all hope you had a very pleasant day so far, and yeah, let's build a bonfire or two today. I think gonna have a moment of peace together, share what's on our minds. I'll listen to you, listen to me. Maybe share some respect and at least try to find some kind of understanding. That would be nice. If we can all understand each other a bit more and more and more in this coming decade, year, day, days, hours. I don't know. How long are you gonna stay? You are welcome to stay how long ever you want. Just tune in to the frequency of now and you'll find out that all is well in the now. It's the 16th of September 2025 and we're looking ahead to the autumn. Forests will be changing. At least in my part of the world, it's gonna be autumn. Seasonal change, a moment of letting go, refocusing, resetting your goal structure. And see what comes up next. During the equinox, definitely a time to be in the nature. I myself and some other people are going to the Dunes, a national park here in Holland, for a long walk through nature, a hike actually, to the highest point, the highest dune, where we'll do a little ceremony and then we'll hike back. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. So tell me, weary traveler, how is it with your dreams and your goal structure and all your little plans or big plans or life voyage? Tell me. I can share a little bit about mine, you tell a little bit about yours. We'll fill up the night while the stars are falling. gather some woods, maybe? Yeah, let's do that before I run out of wood for the fire. That would be nice. Having a feeding will be here for at least some time before heading out into the world again. The world's funny place, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, it truly is. If we ever could find out more about nature, I think the moment is now. Share our experiences. Yeah, and build that fire, of course, build that fire. Gather around. It's gonna be good and a long story. But we need some kind of a direction, some heading. And then it's just a question of maintaining course. I hear the birds. Funny. The birds fly wherever they want to go. What do we? We just follow. I use my spirit bird once in a while. It guides me. And he takes me wherever I need to go. In this world and beyond. Beautiful creature though, spirit bird. The day that the eagle and the condor will fly together, there will be peace for hundreds of years on the earth. I do hope I get a taste of that. Yeah, I know it's a good story and it's gonna be a long story, and I know you can't wait for me to share. But first we need to start with some singing, with some letting go exercises. Release tension. So I just invite you just to sing along.
くめねゆしぶぶたいすかわたかやわけげぬくめねゆしぶぶたいすかわたかやわけげいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけぬくまなゆしぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけくまなゆしぶぶたいつかわたかやわけけいつかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけいつかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけくんばりゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけぬくんばりゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけいすかわたかやわかやわかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけどこにわゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけどこにわゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけいすかわたかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやわかやわけけぬくむしゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけぬくむしゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけぬくみしゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけぬくみしゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけいすかわたかやかやわかやわかやわけけぬくんかねゆしぶぶぶたいすかわたかやわけけ
That was Karim Raihani, and well, welcome back at the bonfire we built. And thank you for singing along, and thank you for being here with me on this beautiful planet, in these beautiful surroundings around our little fire. I'll start maybe with introducing myself. My name is Hein Moore. I am from Holland, the Netherlands, where I grew up in a beautiful little town called Haarlem. And this is the place I still live at. I'm a father of two boys, Reza and Max. And I spend my days mostly with organizing events or something in the entertainment business with, mostly events. Could be festivals, could be weddings, could be all kinds of beach events. But I found out that I like to be outside, I like to be planning, I like to coordinate, I like to talk to people and be around people. Well, talking to people is maybe something I still enjoy doing, and with the frequency of now, I really want to share my voice and what's happening in my life, but also what's happening in the world, and maybe together we can find out a way to better understand the world around us. Because I'm having a hard time comprehending everything. One thing I had in life is always to choose your direction, choose your course. Why did I end up in events? Why do I enjoy coordinating stuff or building stuff or creating ideas? And mostly it comes out of the creation. How do you have an idea or a seed of an idea, and how do you let it evolve into a plan, a working plan, and then something you can actually realize and start building? And for me, the feeling of when you realize the project and you see it in front of you and you step away for a few minutes and you look at the view and you see your dream in reality, that's the best feeling there ever is in the world. And you always feel like, yeah, this is something I imagined. Now I see it before me in real life. But what is real life? Or is it as real as we want it to be? Doesn't really matter for your goal to be structured and to be set up. You need to, of course, a direction first. Where you're heading. How you're heading there. I had a lot of trouble in my days, but finding a course, heading in a direction, so I just did anything I enjoyed. I thought as long as I'm enjoying myself, it should be good. Later I found out that it's also following your heart, so it's not a bad choice to do everything that's fun or you think is fun. And of course there are jobs between the fun stuff that are maybe a little less fun, but then still they can be, you can make them a little bit fun, or just get them off your list quickly. But finding your course, finding your direction in life, there are a few coaches, a few gurus we're definitely gonna mention in this series, but the one I want to start with is a very important one to me. It's Jordan Peterson. Everybody knows him. A lot of people know him. And he made a video. I only watched the one from him. He has like hundreds online, but I only watched the one, and it directly got me, and somehow it gave me some kind of a structure how to set up my life that I want. I'm not saying I'm already there. I'm saying this, I'm probably just halfway through the video somewhere, but every time I look the video back after half a year or some period, then I see that I have moved on a bit, and I see, hey, I'm now at 4 minutes 45, and then half a year ago I was only at 3 minutes 30. So I am moving along. Yeah, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to this video talk, this speech of Jordan Peterson. And maybe you can get yourself some heading or a course.
What do you want in your life? It's a very hard question to answer.
You're going to have to put some effort into your life. Set up some aims for yourself, goals that you actually value. You need to be motivated to do that. If you're extroverted, you want friends. If you're agreeable, you want an intimate relationship. If you're disagreeable, you want to win competitions. If you're open, you want to engage in creative activity. If you're high in neuroticism, you want security.
So now you've got your thing to aim at. Think, well, I'm motivated because I got my thing to aim at. Yeah. It's like you're not as motivated as you could be because you don't yet have your thing to run away from. Because if you really want to be motivated, you want to be going somewhere and you want to be not going somewhere else.
You got to aim at something, otherwise your life is meaningless. Well, what should you aim at? Well, pick something, aim at it. As you move toward it, you'll get wiser. Then maybe your aim will change. That's okay, but at least it'll change in an informed way. Discipline yourself in one dimension. See what happens.
In some sense, life is a game. The analogy is that in life, like in sports, you're setting forth an aim and then arranging your perceptions and your actions in pursuit of that. And that you also generally do it while cooperating and competing with other people. Right. So that's also the game-like element as well.
Okay, so once you get your goal structure set up, you think, okay, if I could have this life, looks like that might be worth living, despite the fact that it's going to be anxiety-provoking and threatening, and there's going to be some suffering and loss involved and all of that. The goal is to have a vision for your life such that, all things considered, that justifies your effort.
Put yourself in the right frame of mind. Treat yourself like you're someone responsible for helping. You're someone that you are responsible for helping. So what that means is you have to start from the presupposition that despite all your flaws and insufficiencies, that it's worth having you around and that it would be okay if things were better for you.
It's like if you want to have everything you could possibly want and more, then be a good person. The better a person you are, the more likely that is to happen. That doesn't mean that you're completely protected against getting cut off at the knees, but there's no better strategy.
Then what do? Well, then you turn down to the micro routines. It's like, okay, well, this is what I'm aiming for. How does that instantiate itself day to day, week to week, month to month? And that's where something like a schedule can be unbelievably useful. Google Calendar. It's like, make a damn schedule and stick to it. Okay, so what's the rule with the schedule? It's not a bloody prison. That's the first thing that people do wrong. They say, well, I don't like to follow a schedule. It's like, well, what kind of schedule are you setting up? Well, I have to do this, then I have to do this, then I have to do this, and then I just go play video games, because who wants to do all these things that I have to do? It's like, wrong. Set the damn schedule up so that you have the day you want. That's the trick. It's like, okay, I've got tomorrow. If I was going to set it up so it was the best possible day I could have, practically speaking, what would it look like? Well, then you schedule that. And obviously there's a bit of responsibility that's going to go along with that, because if you have any sense, one of the things that you're going to insist upon is that at the end of the day, you're not in worse shape than you were than at the beginning of the day, right? Because that's a stupid day. If you have a bunch of those in a row, you just dig yourself a hole and then you bury yourself in it. It's like, sorry, that's just not a good strategy.
Now it's okay, now you got your vision. You're trying to get through a territory you don't understand. And here's your option. No map, a map that's not so good but has some things about it, or a great map. Well, obviously the great map is the thing you want, but the map that's something is way better than the map that's nothing. Plus, as you explore, because of your map, you can start to fill in the details. Let's say you aim at something and you develop some skills along the way, and then you get like a third of the way there and you think, oh, that's not for me. It's like, well, yeah, fair enough, but now you've still got the skills you developed. You know exactly why it's not for you now. And then you can bring that wisdom back, even though it's not perfect, you can bring it back to your next plan. And so as you plan, you get better at planning, which is the crucial thing. So then we say to people, take your positive vision and make it into 8 stateable goals, right? So, and then rank them in a hierarchy, break the goals into incremental goals so that you have a reasonable probability of succeeding within some time frame. That's the other thing. You have to parameterize it with regards to time frame. That's right. And when you're in the zone, you're expanding your skills in a manner that's intrinsically rewarding because you're succeeding. And so you want to set, if you're good to yourself, you think, okay, I need to set a goal, but I need to set a goal that someone as stupid and useless as me could probably attain if they put some effort into it.
Right.
And then you've got it perfectly, because it's not so high that it's grandiose or impossible that you fail necessarily and then justify your bitterness. Well, I set a goal and I didn't attain it, so I'm not going to set any more goals.
Right.
It's like, no, you set a goal that was inappropriate, and you're playing a trick on yourself because you wanted to fail so that you could justify not having to try, which isn't helpful. You're still going to be a victim. It's like, there's no way out of that, man. So, because life is a challenge that in some sense can't be surmounted. So there's no way out of your problem. But there are certainly proper ways of dealing with it. And then the next thing is, okay, you need a rationale for them, because you're going to have doubts and people are going to put up obstacles. Why would it be good for you? Okay. Why would it be good for your family if you attain that goal? Why would it be good for the broader community? Because if it's a good goal, it should be good for you. That's fine. But if it's a really good goal, it should be good for you in a way that's good for other people.
Win-win-win.
Yes, exactly. And if you're going to decide what your goals are, why not set up the ones that benefit the largest number of people simultaneously?
Yeah.
Yes, if you can do that. You should start with your own concerns, because you have to take care of yourself.
Basic needs first.
Yes, put your own
Family.
oxygen mask on, then put your child's oxygen mask
Community.
on. Yeah, right. And then you can, as you build up the basis of competence locally, you might develop enough skills so that you can expand that outward. And it also gives your goal a certain amount of nobility. And so if someone challenges you and says, well, why are you doing that? That seems stupid. You could say, I'm doing that because it helps me take care of myself, but it benefits my family, and here's the reasons why, and this is the repercussions out into the broader community. People who are putting up objections and doubts aren't armed to deal with that kind of response.
Yeah.
And then when you have those doubts in your mind that plague you, you say, why am I doing this? Oh yeah, it's because, well, I have to take care of myself, because otherwise I'm pathetic and useless and bitter and cruel, and then I'm going somewhere terrible, so that's a bad idea, and here's how it would help my family, and here's how it would help the community, and that's good enough set of reasons for it, unless I can think of better ones.
Right.
If without better ones, that's good enough.
When the unknown emerges, you tend to experience anxiety. And then there's the known, and I define the known very specifically and very carefully. The known is the place you are when what you're doing produces the results you want. And I say want because that brings motivation and emotion into the game. So you're motivated to pursue something. You pursue it, and what you want happens. Not only do you get what you want, but you get validation for the structure that governs your perceptions and your actions.
It's too good to let this one settle for a bit, and you can feel for yourself what you get out of it. For me, it's a lot of motivation, but also something to hold on to get back to once in a while. Like, well, where am I in this game, and how we're gonna do this? Just sometimes it can be so much and overflowing with minds and thoughts and things happening all around you, and then it's just good to have a little dance and have a little moment for yourself with your friends, or just dancing. The dancing is here, of course it is. Music will always guide us. Here's Karim Rahani and David Luray with Om Namo Bhagavato.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya bolo. Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya bolo. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva Namah Shivaya.
Om Om Hara Hara Namah Shivaya. Girijai Shankara Namah Shivaya.
Om Om Hara Hara Namah Shivaya. Girijai Shankara Namah Shivaya.
Om Om Hara Hara Namah Shivaya. Girijai Shankara Namah Shivaya.
Om Om Hara Hara Namah Shivaya. Girijai Shankara Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Back again at our little bonfire, at our little cozy place, Karim Rahani and David Luray, in an ongoing mantra what we all sang together. And you can put some more firewood on it, it's okay, you don't need to be shy. Yeah, that's better. That's really better. Otherwise it will be cold, and I don't want to be cold. I want to be cozy and warm with you guys. That's a lot better than just being here outside alone. This is September. It's almost autumn. So we're gonna look ahead at the coming periods. What's shining upon us? What's shining upon me? What do we want to achieve? What do we want to see happening in the world around us? Because what you project, what your visions are, what you envision yourself, what you manifest for yourself will appear in your life. That's for sure. But then is the question: how are you gonna manifest those things you really want to see appearing in your life? This is a question that we're going to study further upon too, because projection is a very powerful tool to actually achieve your goals in life. So we now got the structure set up for the basic motivation. Now you have a course with the motivational speech and you find your way, and then it's about how to actually have the things in your plan that's actually that's something meaningful for you as well. So it asks for a new design. It asks for fresh energy, it asks for renewal, and this can be difficult, and especially now in this time and age, because the shifts are endless, which are started around 2012, of course, the big shift. But I think the main thing we shifted together, and we're there. Everybody's talking about the transition, and they're talking about how the transformation is not done yet, and we need to be there or getting there and join along, get awake. I'm like, no, we're here all along for a long time. We just need to see it, or that's what I call it, probably getting awake. But I don't think it's getting awake. It's just getting aware. That's something totally different. Awareness can be growing by the day. And what is then the right course? Well, sharing and caring and universal collective values should be the main kickoff point for this one. Sense of community, freedom, equality, and justice. And the latter, it's important to not forget the nature law, which seems nowadays forgotten or hardly exists. Doesn't really help us at all. So there are a few things with this, namely how willing is a person to cooperate in a community. You can't do it alone. Or should there be an option to opt out? Well, you're saying yes to living in a community. How many freedom are people willing to give up for the sense of living in a community? So, next connection is the one between the freedom and the equality, which means the amount of freedom should be equal for everyone in the community. And justice in this one means justice for all. So equality is also connected there. Yeah, I don't know if you ever have thought about your moral compass. I'm getting 40 or 41 next year. I'm losing count. Fast go about life, and how did I do so far, and how to proceed. And I haven't made an actual moral compass, but I did make 101 rules of life that would apply if I could design a fresh world. And maybe I should just start and share that one with you. The first one, 0, is stay the fuck off children. The first one is redeem yourself for any past troubles. 2, you choose your own honorable death. 3, no alcohol during sacred gatherings, rather not at all. Smokable herbs are allowed. 4, what would be nice is that if we can agree on not beating the shit out of each other, all is possible. And don't beat your wife. 5, don't lie. 6, don't steal from each other. 7, be respectful and helpful. 8, don't judge. 9, Be generous. 10. Stay top fit, a strong mind in a strong body, so that we all can be meaningful humans. 11. Redivide the money, and we did a new system for that. 12. Don't kill each other or eat. 13. Never stop learning. 14. Think like the cube. The WWET method from Tisha is a helpful tool for that. 15. Clean up the environment. 16. Never leave a trace. Samantha Felix is a good teacher in that as well. 17. Make art, loving things with meaning. 18. Everybody has the right to learn. 19. Man and woman are equals. 20. There is always the option of choice and self-doubt, but don't break your mind. 21. Great minds, great thinkers. Redesign thinking and share knowledge. 22. No major secrets anymore. 23. Be like an angel. Happy? And for Ajax, kidding. But Angel will sing Ajax. 24. Brave hearts. Iron hearts for you all. Follow the melody. 25. 26. Invest in science and technology. 27. Don't forget to make mind etiquettes. 28. The stars have all the answers. 29. Yes, there is. 30. Perfection is obtaining the impossible. 31. The beauty is within you. 32. Never stop believing in love. 33. Love is all. 34. 369 Nicholas Tesla. 35 is Tisha Huizinga as thought leader. 36 is Jascha van der Wel, who is a megastar in philosophy and all kinds of new thinking ways. 37 Megastar, the new world, or at least I call it. 38 Find the projector to open up the portal. 39 Create an awakening ritual for everyone older than 21 and download then the real knowledge into that person so they can coexist with the rest of humanity. 40 To set things into motion is necessary. There's no time to waste. 41 We work together for the greater good. We have a common purpose, so act like it. Yeah, 42 I'm gonna skip for the moment. It's a bit too much attention on that. So same thing for 43. We can maybe get back to that, but I'm gonna keep that one for myself for the moment. 44 is either work together or let ego rule the world. 45 Gather in circles under the full moon and do wisdom circles. 46 is connection day. It's 11 of the 11th. Nearest full moon. So dress up as your true self, make bonfires, meditate, guide it, share, spread, keep the sacred ashes alive. No alcohol, and smokable natural herbs are allowed. 47 Find the lost scrolls. Connect ancient wisdom with future knowledge. 48 There is a solution for everything. 49 Everything is energy. 50 Holy music can be electronic dance music. Follow the melody. Watch out, it can be very powerful. 51 The best is always yet to come. 52 No more poverty. Divide and share. 53 Don't be afraid for a shared economy. It's fun and gezellig. 54 Back up everything. Store it in a safe and keep it for 1,000 years. 55 is something about that I made. It's about, I didn't share that with you yet, But it's the AHOo papers, and in those papers are a lot of things that were happening in the world around me, and I made some notes in a kind of childish way, but at least in an understandable way, and I hope it will clear things up a bit about what actually happened in my life. So go find them, the AHOo papers, 1 and 2 especially. The other 25 are pretty interesting as well if you want to deep dive more into my mind. 56. No more wars, world peace forever. It is needed to fulfill our destiny. 57. History is nice, the future is beautiful, the present is now. 58. Stay in the now to get to the present. Sounds logical, but try it. 59. Einstein almost had everything right, so we should explore the relativity theory with some new formula. RAMS, which is Dutch voor ruimte, afstand, massa en stuwkracht. 60. Follow the white rabbit. 61. Find the crew with the ancient knowledge. 62. Don't be afraid. 63. Fight, but only in the gym. Be ready for anything. 64. Pythagoras and other great thinkers are alike. Tesla, Einstein, Newton. 65. Don't be afraid. Told you so. 66. Respect your parents. 67. The darkness can't win from the eternal light. 68. Life is a game. 69. The Vatican holds a lot of the ancient wisdom and sacred files and artifacts. 70. Be a good and decent lover. Don't make use of one another. 71. Time doesn't exist. 72. Stay out of the deep sea. Another 72. Nature is awesome. Go out and about. 73. Refurbish the oceans. Another 73. Take good care of the elderly, disabled or otherwise less capable humans. Just as much respect. 74. It's your life. You choose who you want to be. 74 again. Make lots of children. 75. Don't follow your dreams. Chase them. 76. Military is unnecessary, and unnecessary. I told you so. 77. The magic is real. Real magic. The one you can actually feel. 78. Don't be a judge. Do justice for all of us. 79. Break your heart, not your mind. 80. Fuck off if you threaten someone. 81. Keihard is het beste medicijn. 83. Don't forget about my diary and all other booklets and papers I wrote. There are 6 at least. Well, I think there are many more by now. If you're interested, you can always ask me and I'll send them a couple copies. But 84. The world is still not flat. 85. Is one of my projects, the mountain bike bears, fairy tales, scavenger hunts, 4-day travel, science and technical lessons for the children to get them interested in science and technology. 86 is also a personal project. Finish the mega projects and add a few side projects if you want. You can find the details in the mega projects book. 87. You can bury me, but my eyes stay mine. They contain my soul. 88. The rest of my body I donate to science. 89. Sacrifice yourself for others and the greater good. 90. Don't test the gods. 91. You can have your own faith, freedom and respect and love. 92. There are no countries or borders. 93. Head out into space, colonize Mars for research purposes, stay off the moon. 94. The reason we exist is that we are proud and honored to exist. 95. Stay out of trouble. Don't do stupid shit. 96. Stupid ideas are fine, but don't execute them, nerd. 97. End of prophecy, beginning of the story. You can find that out one for yourself. 98. Helium is a spiritual superconductor. 99 is top secret. 100 is spirituality is not faith, and faith is not spiritual. The source is infinite for everyone. Shit is real. And 101 is honor the 101 that gave their life for this. Love always. I'm sure it's a lot of to comprehend, and some of it might feel like a bit out there, but I welcome you to some of my videos where I get truly into the details of the AHOo papers and share more about what happened in the past, at least in my life, and yeah, the impact of that has been tremendous throughout since that moment, and I still have trouble comprehending it all as well. So it's not only you who's saying, yeah man, you're talking a lot of bullshit and crap and you're out of here because you're out of your mind. How can you ever say something like that? Hell, yeah. But to keep an open mind is to keep open thoughts, and to have open thoughts, and anything is possible. And for the reality to creep in, we need to think big, we need to think huge, we need to think in a way that is allowed to possibility to fly away and take us on a journey. Because that's also what it is. We're not only creating, we're also following each other, following nature while she goes along. I'm certain all this means love is out there for all of us. Finally. How's with the bonfire, guys? I think at the end of my sharing, so I say AHOo. And I see you next time when we're gonna deep dive more in further details about the AHOo papers, about spirituality, science, and everything that comes our path. And definitely gonna contact some people to deep dive into the science part, and maybe talk to some scientists